All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to throw. Willis. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on third and 9.
Patriot!
From the gun, Willis. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Gone! 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 Gone!
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw. Willis flushed out right. 23-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Willis. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Willis, and this is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Willis. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Kareem Martin. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Bengals getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Detroit! No.
go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. From the gun, Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wells. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Willis. Man open, that's Damian Ratley.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Willis. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, Willis. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make it 6-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he's able to get it out of there. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Here's a give to Mixon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Willis. Open man, Shuzama. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw. Willis dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make our score 9-0. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Looking to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 66 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals add on to their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ohio. Ohio.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Brad Nortman now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Willis. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He gets away from 1. Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Back to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
On first down, Willis. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Off the play fake. Willis. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had their lone TD earlier, now he's got a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Detroit! Detroit!
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Smith, his first carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3.
Detroit!
2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Looking to throw. Willis. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are in for 6. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. Willis. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing on first down. Willis. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And now running right through it. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very nice job on the run back. There, he'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Willis. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Willis. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Willis. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw again. Willis. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Willis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the left side here for Eifert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Willis to Mixon on the check down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Willis finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Willis. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Bullock will put this one through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Willis. Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Mixon. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Ito Smith, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A 1st down carry for Barkley as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.